Mitch, thank you for coming on, mate.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it. So, what got you into the combat sports world?
Combat sports. So I started in, well, I don't know what year it was, but my mum got me into Taekwondo when I was probably about 6 years old. Didn't have any siblings or anything like that, so she wanted me to be able to defend myself. And then stumbled into kickboxing, met Paul Gilmore, and been with him since I was like seven, 8 years old. So yeah, I think for me, like, it's just something I was just thrown into.
Yeah.
Mum was like, you got no choice, like, you go in. I think for me, like, I was quite shy as a kid, so yeah, it was just something that helped me grow in terms of confidence. I didn't really know how good it was until probably like later years, but yeah, man, that's what got me started anyway.
And so, from there, what has it like done for you? Like,
I think it's massive. Like, I never really like loved it when I was younger. I used to love playing football. That was my sport. But I was good at kickboxing.
Yeah.
I love football. I was good at kickboxing. But it taught me how to like really stay disciplined for something and just push through things, even if you don't really like find things easy. Like, it's never really getting kicked in the head,
No.
especially when I was like sparring Callum every week and he's just like pretty much his punching bag. But it taught you how to just keep coming back and get better at something and perfect something. So yeah, it's I think at an older age now, I come out of university, didn't really know what I was going to do with my degree. And then I was like, well, I've got a black belt, so I can go and teach it.
Yeah.
And then started a kickboxing club in Sutton Coldfield. So it's given me a career option I can do, can take it anywhere around the world. So career-wise, there's that. And then also like confidence, like you walk into a room and you know that you can hold your own. I think that pays a lot of dividends to whatever you go and do, like in your older life as well.
100%. That ego, not needing to prove yourself. You can be a little bit uneasy if you don't feel confident like that.
Yeah, and you think a lot of kids who do try and prove themselves and the ones that don't do martial arts or combat sports, they're like, they've got to get it out of the system, so they're looking for trouble.
Yeah.
I've just been kicked in the head for 5 times a week. I don't want to. I've done my bit for the week.
Yeah, you just want to dance on the fat Friday night then. You don't need to be
Chill, man. I've had enough of that. You get it out your system a lot, I think. Yeah.
100%. So now you've progressed from like the coaching of the combat sports, and you're doing it like full-time strength conditioning. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so I started MC conditioning 2018. It's like 7 years ago now, nearly 7 years, and I started because I got injured. I fractured my knee, partying in Ibiza, crashed a dune buggy and fractured my knee, and I was just out for like 6 months. My knee, by the way, was in my thigh. Just for graphics, but 6 months out, no training. I was always like the sporty one, and all of a sudden I couldn't train, and like my mental health just took a massive dip then. So I started training, eventually getting back into like my training, like, and just looking after like my mindset as well. I started to discover how like training started to get me back into a good place, really. Like, I started to train my way out of whatever funk I was in, which wasn't a good place. So yeah, I decided to try, and the only thing that I could actually do, because I couldn't do sports at the time, was gym. So I thought, okay, I'm good at the gym, I know what to do. Maybe I can help athletes get stronger in the gym, get physical. So I started that with that intention. And then, it just started to develop from there into like body transformations, which I've been doing a lot more over the past few years, getting some amazing results.
You see them all over your Instagram. They're some serious transformations.
Serious results. Like, if you check them out, like Rich is a great example. Like, this time last year, he's literally had a belly. And then a summer later, he's now walking down the beach. He's burnt all his tops. He's got a six pack of abs. Like, he's loving life. And like, I think about it sometimes. I'm like, that's just like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the 2 pictures, that's the same person. I'm like, fuck.
It's a big thing to give someone, isn't it, really? Like, that confidence in themselves there.
Yeah, like, I got a message from him today, just like, I feel unbelievable. Like I'm just walking down the beach, not a care in the world, and he's like just changed his life in the space of what? He's given up 12 months of his life, but like he knows how to do that for the rest of his life now. It's mad. It's crazy.
Is there anyone else that has had that transformation? You're like, if you could give that to anyone, who would that be?
As in, whose transformation?
Yeah,
I think one that's relevant that comes to mind was his Gaines. Like, he was like a while back actually, and he was like one of my first like proper transformations. And he was like coming in, and he'd just be blowing up. He wouldn't mind me saying, come up, he's blowing up. They're like, fucking hell, what's happened to you? And then all of a sudden he transformed himself. I think we did it like 3 times. And then I think the 3rd time, something, I don't know what switched for him, but he just like, wow, I know what switched. He started competing.
Yeah.
So I think there's say like Rich's example, his challenge now will be, what are you going to do once you've got that result to keep it? So with Gaines, it was like, okay, he's found a purpose now in terms of, I want to go for titles, I want to become a world champion. So now he's like, he has that focus which kept him training.
Yeah.
So now Gaines, you see, he's like competing, well, he's competing for what, world title in what, 2 weeks, is it? So,
He looks mad at the minute, doesn't he?
yeah, it's crazy. Like, and again, looking at where he was, it's like, this is just a switch of mentality, and he's gone from there to now like a machine where fitness is just what he does, and people know him for that as well. Like I think that's, it might not be fighting what people want to do, but it might be something else. But if you can just kind of like switch your shift of like, all right, who do I want to be?
Yeah.
Rather than like, what do I want to do? Like, who do I want to be? Like, do you want to become a world champion? Okay, what's the world champion going to be doing on a week-to-week basis? Probably not eating McDonald's every week and like snacking up. It's going to be putting in work. So
it's like you said, having the tools to repeat that success. Like, sometimes it's going to be hard to keep that consistent for that whole time. But if you like, give them tools, like I know how to use that.
Yeah.
You can bring that and then get the success you need to have when you're ready for it.
Well, you know, don't you? How did you feel when you was going for your fight and track?
Oh, mate, you take it so serious, so serious. You can't help it, can you?
Can't you? Like someone's gonna fucking hit me in the head at some point. Like I need to like get my arse in gear.
Yeah, you just have to be there, giving it, and it changed you. It's like, I'd recommend it to anyone, but it is like, you need to have that time ready to be like, you've got to be a fighter now. For this little stretch of time, this is all you care about.
Yeah, you can't half do it, definitely. You can't half do it. And it goes for anything though, like whatever it is, whatever your desire is, you got to commit to it like it's like, it's your life or death. Like you got to commit to that with your whole heart and passion, man. Just if you want to achieve it, definitely.
100%. So when you're taking these people on this journey, like, how do they get involved with that? How does it work?
So normally drop me a message either on Instagram or I forgot my number or whatever, but we get you started with like a kickstart session. So essentially we just have a look at what your lifestyle is now, what your desires are, and then we look to see, okay, what are your challenges that we need to work around, because I used to be the PT that would kind of give you the same kind of workout. Go on Google, see what's the best fit.
Yeah.
But I've figured out over time that everyone's different. Everyone's got a life outside of the gym. So yes, the hour in the gym's important, but what are you doing for the other 23 hours of the day? Like, you're eating well, sleeping well, your work going well, you got the finances in place, your relationship's okay. Like, so just looking at things holistically, start to take on a couple more fighters again now, because start to realise that the fight game, it's a mental game.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that hour in the gym is important, but when you're at home and you're going over it in your head and you just had a bad spar, or you're having a good spar and you just can't sleep and you're just overthinking things, like, how do you manage that?
Yeah.
Like, how do you manage that? Because that's what's going to make the difference when you're competing and you're in the ring.
It's all that build up. I remember, but I'd be like, you couldn't like driving in the car, like even just put on a song and it's like, could this be my walkout song? And everything is tied back to, no matter what it is, it's ties back to fighting. Like it does
your
take
walkout, Jim?
an Arctic Monkeys one. Like it's a bit. I know. Guys singing. Not today.
Not today.
I'd have to be absolutely smashed.
couple. I've seen that before actually.
Maybe in the boot of a car.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. But yeah, like it takes over. It's consuming.
Yeah.
Consuming. So which is a good thing, but can you manage that? Because I've seen that make or break people.
100%.
So yeah, can you manage? You see a lot of dropouts as well in well, white collar boxing, but also like you see it in the elite level as well, a lot of dropouts, and people always say it's a physical thing, but was it a physical thing?
Yeah, there's so much that goes into it where it can leave you restless, it really can. Like what I like about, you can tell the people that you coach though, because there's not Himesh, like yeah, there's there's a mentality thing. Mate, Himesh has to be brought up because he's just like, it's just there's something that you do something to, and they're just grafters. Like Lucy will come in and just beat the shit out of everyone. Like
Yeah.
So they're just
grafters.
you look over there and they'll just be doing all like chucking the ball at the wall, looking like absolute units. Like
Yeah,
circuit class, or is it the circuit class? Whatever the
we used to do sweat session, it's called. Yeah.
you're watching that, you sat there like, oh my god. I'll just stick to
Why don't you get involved?
I was doing a bit of jogging. I was quite happy over there watching them like sweat to death.
The weird thing is though, like people keep coming back.
Oh yeah.
They come back for more. I'm not going to say pain, but like it's like there's obviously a pleasure after that, and I think it's like the satisfaction after you work hard for something. Like you would have known, like even after you finish the fight, whether you win, lose or draw, there's this relief after it. Like I'm proud of what I've done.
Yeah.
So
it's still always a huge achievement because it's like you've either done the transformation or you've mentally prepared to get yourself in there that most people won't do.
Yeah.
And it's just like it takes that little bit more than. Not everyone does it, and there's something to just take pride in.
Still laughing at Himesh, man. Himesh, he's going to be buzzing that you brought him into like a hard-working category, man.
Himesh is in that category. He's finally come back to sparring after.
He is finally come. He was on his Tyson Fury like celebration for a good year and a half, but he's finally back in it now, and he's.
When he's here, you see him graft. Like I don't never doubt.
You know what? He does graft, and he is consistent, and there's this, he links in with like purpose because he did like a 12-week fight camp with me, and for a good 8 weeks of that, he was coasting, man. He was just coasting through, swifting in. I was like, you know, you got a fight coming up in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Let's chill, man.
The penny dropped within the 3 weeks, and all of a sudden he was like, you just saw he realised, oh shit, I got a fight coming up, and you saw him just. Everyone's going like, well, what's gotten to Himesh, man? And his level went up in sparring. He was sharper. He was stronger. He's looking good. His transformation pick as well was sick as well. So
I remember him coming to me. He's like, we just finished sparring. He's like, do you want to do 10 rounds? I'm like, yes. And we'd do it like I'm going around for it. It would be like 10 2-minute rounds, and it's just a good way to finish. I was like, you're mad. He was keen for it.
The penny dropped, man. The penny definitely dropped, and you saw on the night he performed as well. So that sense of purpose is definitely massive for people.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You got to shout out Himesh. Any chance you can
He
get.
had a full compilation of like funny bits after the end. The whole year was just him. But
karaoke. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Did Himesh do the karaoke?
He dipped out of it, Himesh. He said he was going to sing Mariah Carey for us, but dipped out of it. But
who did you do the karaoke? Did I see that?
Joe, Tom Butler. Tom Butler grabbed the mic. He was you ever give Tom a mic, man? He changes his identity shift, man.
There's something in there.
Man, hit many talents. Yeah. He's got a bit.
Yeah, I can
What's
see
your
that.
karaoke song?
Shocking. There's no more singing. It's not going to happen. No matter how many songs you ask. But maybe third time's the charm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, it's not for me. Do you know what I mean? But I will give it a karaoke song if I'm.
You know, it wasn't for me either. And the thing is, my social, my love and hate my socials because I know it's going to be something different. So we did the karaoke. I've never done karaoke either, which is why I did it. Cause I'm like, you gotta get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If you want to go and achieve things, that's the whole reason we do it. Like, if you stay in your comfort zone, you're not gonna grow. Fighters, if you stay in your comfort zone, you just stay within your gym, and you don't go outside and spar someone different. You just stay with someone who you're mates with, and they just take it easy on you. On the night when you do get hit and you get uncomfortable, it's going to be a fucking shot for you. So
That's kind of like your version of Karate Kid, isn't it? Really?
Pretty-
Where it's like, you're going to do something that feels irrelevant. But it's like the stand-up you've been doing as well.
Yeah.
That's sick. Like, that ties into life where it's like, I wouldn't be the thing I choose to do, but I'm going to do it and see where I'm going to land.
Yeah, that was an experience that was like, obviously the year before I was training for the fight, and then 2 weeks out I snapped my Achilles. So that was 12 months out, and I was like, yeah, I'll get back in the ring next year. And then it comes to the time when I was getting fit again, I was like, do I actually want to go and do it? Like, because I feel like I was more doing it just to kind of impress others and doing it for my own reason. So I think anyone in the fight game, like, make sure you're doing it for you, and make sure you get clear on why you're doing it, because I realised I wasn't really doing it for me, it was for other people. So the comedy was like, that's something that I would actually go and do for me. Like, no one, it's not for anyone else, but like, it's the most similar experience I can compare to a fight experience, because you've got all this build up, there's no practicing really until you actually get up there, just like a fight when you don't know until you get in the ring,
and having to be reactive
and have to react to things. You never know what people could shout out. And I remember getting before the stage, there was this, like, you know, when before you go out to the ring and you know the build up, your time's coming and you got all this energy coming up in front of you, and it's just like, it felt like it was, it felt like I was stoned or something, man. Like, it's just a whole whirlwind, man. The feeling was crazy.
Now I can imagine. But like, I remember saying, I was like, it's a cool idea. Like, I don't know if I could have the battle, but I was like, it's one of those things where it's like, you've got to rate it. You've got to make it.
What I thought 12 months ago, if you asked me 12 months ago, would I have done that? I've done my third show now, and like, like the third time it felt normal, but me a year ago, I'd be like, no chance, not a chance, man. So, yeah, you just got to take these leaps, man, and do something that you'd be proud of doing. And
100%.
yeah, it goes for everything in the fitness that we do in the combat sport. You've had Lucy go and do 2 fights. Himesh did it. People go for the kickboxing belts, and yeah, you just got to go for whatever you'd love to go and do.
Yeah.
Even if it scares you, just do it, man.
You know it's worth doing if it's scary.
You know you're on the right track.
Yeah.
If it's not, then you just live in the comfort zone, and
you're not challenging yourself, or
definitely not.
So when you get people start with you, what's that one thing they need mentally if they're going to be a success? How do you know?
I'd say it's like real purpose again. Like, I keep coming back to that, but more like why they're doing it. If it's just like, I want to get fit for this holiday, I've got a holiday coming up in 3 weeks, what can you do? I'm like, okay, but what else? Because I don't work with people just for no reason now. It's got to be like I take pride in the results, so people can say, I've worked with Mitch and I got this result. And if you work with me and then you go on holiday and then you put it all back on, it's like, what was the point?
It's getting your seal of approval, so it has to be right, doesn't it?
So if there's a bigger purpose and you've got like this desire that you're working towards, like fitness wise, obviously that's a big thing for people. So if you've always been like overweight, or you've never actually managed to reach your goals, and that's a big thing we can work towards. But also, like, what else is there? 'Cause it's outside the gym. Like, if you've got goals in your career that you want to go and fulfill, you've got your like personal life goals that you want to go and do. Like, if you get confident within yourself, you can start to go for these things. So yeah, if it was like an interview, for example, and you got a job interview, like you who feels good, trains good, is performing mentally and you're sharp, compared to you who's like sluggish, tired, doubting themselves, you know who's going to get the job essentially. So it's whatever your desires are, if you've got a strong purpose and you know why you want to do it, then yeah, we can get to work.
No, that's really good, man. So you've recently started your podcast, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Like conversation like this, similar, where I just felt like there was something missing. Like, people kind of saw on social media a result,
Yeah.
and they saw where they started, but then they're not seeing like what's going on in between. And just wanted to add a bit more touch points, something where I can just give something away for free. Because obviously it's not cheap to work with me, but
No.
in terms of the results we get, it's the best results. Like
Yeah.
the results don't come cheap, but what I do want to do is help people stay motivated for their desires. So yeah, the podcast, I just want to speak to as many inspiring people as possible, going after whatever they're desiring, and hopefully people get some value from that, and they can go after what they're desiring.
100%. I think people want to work with people they like the sound of. If you've heard someone chatting for a podcast on, I don't know, 20 minutes, you know, this guy sounds all right. They're more likely to want to work with you then, aren't they? Because they get you. Like, and sometimes people might not gel with your style. But if they know that, it's fine.
It's cool, yeah. Like, because again, like I've probably worked with clients in the past where it's like, okay, a month or two down the line, you're like, okay, we're probably not right for each other.
Yeah.
Maybe if they knew what we were about more, then that would be different, and they might like it, they might not. But I think what you said, like either way, you can build that relationship definitely.
Because some people are just like, they want to rent a mate, essentially. Do you get you in?
Yeah,
so there's PTs like that. Like, so, oh yeah, just on a
journey mates, man.
Yeah.
People still make them in.
60 quid a session for a friend, obviously, is worth it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, like, I'll get back to you about that, man.
Yeah, that's always part of it, because it's a personal journey, isn't it, when you go through it? But it's like, you want to work with people that are going to work hard and represent. They are ambassadors for your business, aren't they? When they're going out there and they say, Mitch did this, me and Mitch did this. Like, it's important.
Yeah, it's important. And you do want people like shouting about not just what you've done, but what they've done. Because then it's just like, like if they're just helping more people, like it might be someone else like them that's having the same problems, having the same doubts, fears. Like, I think there's massive things that we can do. It just takes a big step, a bit of a big leap of faith to actually get to where you want to be.
100%. I think that's nice. So we've got some quick fire questions to wrap it up.
Let's go, bro.
Some of these are not from me, but we'll
I might slip and roll a couple of them. Like, no, you're joking.
Nothing too difficult. What's the biggest animal you could take in a fight?
Biggest what?
Animal.
We said anal then. Not taking that in a fight. Biggest animal.
We can leave that hanging apart in.
Wow, I was thinking, no, I'm taking no one. It's a one-way street, that is. One-way street.
Let's try that again. What's the biggest animal you could take?
Animal. Biggest animal. I'm just gonna go for a sheep.
Well, okay.
Just because I don't like them, I've decided I don't like them. We got attacked by a sheep, me and Saskia on a walk. We thought they were peaceful animals. We were like waving at it, and the thing just kicked its legs up at us, started like. So I'm ready to fuck a sheep. You heard it in the first, man.
Do you know what fucking Dan reckons he could take? And Kieran, they both reckon they could hack a horse. Feels a bit mad to me, but
Nah, keep them on your side, man.
Yeah.
If they like got any brain cells and started like thinking like we do, we're fucked, man.
Yeah. I thought sheep is the only reasonable answer we've had so far.
I'm starting small, man. I'm starting small. You never know when these animals can get smarter.
Yeah.
If like a gorilla starts getting smarter, we're done for. Like, or a whale, anything, lion, anything.
Yeah,
we're like weak compared to animals, so it's just not. We just got to be smart. Like same with AI. If AI, just say thank you to these robots.
Always say thank you to ChatGPT.
Everything, man. Yeah.
There's some sheep by my house that look like pit bulls. I promise you, they've got their next evolution of sheep. They're vile creatures.
I'm never coming to your house.
Nah.
Especially after what you just asked me about that question about.
Yeah, but the anal question.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Never coming to your house again. I mean, I haven't been before, but.
Probably for the best. Who's the easiest spar in the gym?
Easiest spar in the gym?
Yeah.
Wow, you can't be Himesh.
And obviously, Big James is included with that.
Oh yeah, James will just give you a cuddle or something.
Yeah, a bit
right.
soft, but
you know what? I love James. Anytime you want to give me a cuddle, and you want to give me some compliments, I'm here, man. I'm here for it.
I'm sure he will. You don't have to ask him twice.
You don't have to ask.
He'll be there.
Yeah. It's a good, like, what, 60, 70 seconds, probably longer.
Yeah, and then we cut that down. Like, genuinely. There's, if we release the full thing, we'd have to get our... it'd have to be a YouTube job.
Yeah, I want my full 90-minute movie of...
compliments.
Yeah, just compliments, man. Just straight compliments. Just keep them rolling.
Yeah. Come on, James. It's for him to do now.
Yeah,
he needs to get on it.
Yeah, good job.
Pick up the morale. And then the last quick fire. Who's the hardest spar in the gym?
Hardest spar in the gym. Wow. It's got flashbacks from Dan Glover.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Literally, like, I think I blacked out at one point. Yeah, like, you know, when you're moving around, you think, yeah, we just have a bit of a move round. Not with Dan, man. Not with Dan.
No.
Crack. Yeah.
So yeah, he's punching us something else.
Yeah. I've not been hit like that for a while, and I don't intend to ever again.
It's not good for the brain, I'm telling you.
No. I've definitely lost a few years off my life after that one.
We have a PT with Tim before sparring. And if it's quarter to, I don't tell him whether I'm sparring until quarter to. I'm like, if I see Dan coming, I'm like, oh, my leg's hurting now, you know.
I think I'm coming down with COVID-22, man.
I was like, Tim, put me in the small ring, man. I'm feeling little today.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Dan did actually snap my Achilles without even touching me as well. Yeah.
It weren't him, surely.
He didn't even touch me. I was sparring Dan. He didn't even touch me, and he snapped my Achilles. He was that good, man. But yeah, that's tough spars with Dan.
Oh, yeah, he don't mess around.
Yeah, good lad, but tough spars.
Yeah, that's good. So, Mitch, where can we find you on your socials?
Not at Reese's house. Or not because.
Just set me up there.
Set you up there. MC Conditioning on Instagram. And we've got a new podcast, Gym of Desire. That's where a lot of my energy is going to be going. New platform as well, which you can find on my Instagram. So again, Gym of Desire. Yeah, man, come and listen. Let us know what you think.
Tell us a bit about this platform then. What's that?
Yeah, it's so we've got a new platform where I'm going travelling in 4 weeks' time.
Oh man.
Yeah, less than that, maybe 3 weeks' time. So a lot of my energy now is going into how do we help people from anywhere in the world. It's why we started MC Conditioning. I wanted to be able to travel, always loved travelling, and I wanted to be able to help people, whether I'm in Australia or if they're here or vice versa. And so yeah, a lot of it now is going into delivering the results that you see on social media, but globally now. So yeah, we've got an amazing nutritionist that we work with. He's leveled up our results that we get. Training programs all online. I'm delivering a lot of the mindset stuff, which is starting to get exciting about the things that we create, and it's magic, man. Magic. My clients call me Magic Mitch, and I'm starting to embrace it a bit more because it is magical what we're starting to see within like health, relationships, career, everything. People just going after it and getting it. So.
No, that's perfect. That's exactly what you. Oh, because fitness is such a big part of your life.
Yeah.
It's like when you let it slip, you don't realise it catches up with you. You know? So at the minute, I'm like, I need to fucking pull my finger out, and then you're like, and you think, don't do this to me. Don't do it.
Leave that one in, yeah. Leave that one in for.
Put my finger back in. No. Oh God! Why so many bum-related things there?
Yeah, well, you haven't seen my stand-up comedy yet.
Is it all bum-related?
I will not reveal.
I have to pay for a ticket.
Pay for a ticket. Yeah.
You want to see Mitch's bum-related comedy?
Pretty much, in a nutshell, that is you've got it. You hit it in one, yeah.
Don't want to hear about that either. But
yeah, man. Well, let's end it there.
That's probably the best way to do it.
Let's run it there, bro.